Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the FCS Football channel. And today we've got our second watch along of the Premier League season for Manchester United, and that is, of course, Southampton versus Manchester United. So the lineups is is thus: it's David De Gea in goal. He keeps his place from obviously Europa League finals, started opening day. Tom Heaton's on the bench, so Dean Henderson still isn't ready after recovering from COVID. So we'll have to wait and see who really is the first choice number one going into this Premier League season. The back four: Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw. What can we say? Luke Shaw, not Luke Shaw, Rafael Varane on the bench. Victor Lindelof starts. I think it's disappointing. We all want to see Paul Pogba playing, not Paul Pogba, Rafael Varane playing at the back alongside Harry Maguire, because he is the long-term future of this Manchester United side. So it's disappointing to see Lindelof playing, but I don't think a lot of us are that surprised. We then go to midfield. We've got Matic and Fred. McTominay's got a little bit of an injury, so that's why Matic comes in today alongside Fred. I would have liked to see him. If we're playing Van der Beek, if we're playing Matic, I would like to see Van der Beek. But I don't think I'm surprised at all to see Matic start him. Then in the front four, we've got Paul Pogba playing off the left. We've got Mason Greenwood playing off the right. Greenwood obviously had a fantastic game playing as the number 9 last week against Leeds. He's been moved out to the right-hand side. Paul Pogba keeps his place on the left. Bruno is, of course, at number 10. And at number 9, it's the one and only Anthony Martial. Let me stop this timer. Right. So what do we all make of the team? What do we all make of the team? I mean, like I said, I would have liked to have seen what's his name? Van der Beek start. But I'm not too mad. I'm not too mad at all. Right. Hold on. Can we sort this lighting out? Right. I was like, regards to lighting. There we go. So hopefully that looks fine. Oh, it looks a bit laggy. Oh, right. Alright, window. This is gonna have to be open. There we go. There we go. Right. There we go. So, I tell you what, this is really annoying me. There we go. Hopefully that will stand now. There we go. Are we going to win today? Yes, of course we're going to win today. Of course we are. Have you seen the state of that lineup? That lineup is good enough for us to win this game. It's a bit annoying that. I mean, is that lighting us all right? It'll have to do. It'll have to do. But yeah, I mean, that team is more than capable to win us this game, and it should win us this game fairly comfortably. I mean, I haven't seen the Southampton lineup, so we'll get that up now. Here we go. There we go. So the lineup the Southampton lineup is McCarthy in goal. It's Livramento, Jack Stevens, Mohamed Salisu, and Parade, Theo Walcott, Oriel Romeu, James Ward-Prowse, Gineppo, Che Adams, and Adam Armstrong. So in that team, Southampton, look, they're gonna press. They're gonna press us. I mean, look, that's what Southampton are. They're a very, very high pressing team. So be prepared for that. Ward-Prowse, we know his capabilities from set pieces. So we have to. We can't allow Southampton to get free kicks, get corners, because you get Ward-Prowse taking a set piece, putting that into Jack Stevens or Salisu from a corner, or obviously having a shot from the edge of the box. Chances are they might score it. I mean, how many times have we conceded from a James Ward-Prowse free kick in the last few years? Obviously, we conceded one last year in this fixture. So who knows what's going to happen? I mean, Che Adams and Adam Armstrong, look, they're both quick. Che Adams is a very strong striker as well. So it's going to be an interesting battle, them two, against Victor Lindelof, who unfortunately really does start today. We don't want Victor Lindelof starting, and that's not a bad thing on Lindelof. We've got better players than Lindelof, and that's the biggest issue. Why Lindelof starts over Varane, I will never know. Well, I mean, look, I'll get it up. I'll get up my fantasy team. Right. So that's my fantasy team. Right, so obviously I've got Martial to play today. Mendy's playing today. Wan-Bissaka's playing. Smith Rowe, Fernandez, and Maddison all playing today. I mean, points wise, I didn't do great. 28 points, not great. But look, I've got a lot of players today, including Bruno, obviously, who is my captain. I've got Luke Ayling coming on for John Stones, so 19. It could be better. It could be better, but it definitely could be worse. So I'm not. It's not going too bad. Hello, how are we all? Pogba in form, may score or provide assists. Could do, but I'll take it if Pogba does both, mate. So yeah, does everyone want to get their predictions down in the live chat, and I can start. What's it called? In I can start jotting them all down. I'm going 3-0 United. Nico's going 4-1 United. Thank you, Nico. Sancho, 50 minutes against Leeds and 45 against Burnley. How is he not ready to start? I don't know. I agree, Fazil. I don't know how Jadon Sancho isn't starting. Going 3-0 as well, mate. Sorry, mate. I don't have a clue how I'd even go about starting to pronounce that name. Calf kick? Kafka? Right, let me get the thingies, the predictions on screen. There we go. Will you consider Pogba in your team if he delivers again today? My fantasy team. I mean, I was considering putting him in last week. The biggest problem with Pogba is how long is he going to be playing on the left wing? Because as he goes back into defensive midfield or into that pivot, that is when we'll see Pogba start his points tally start drying up a little bit more, because obviously he's not getting into the box as often or whatever, and that's my biggest issue. Because obviously at some point Rashford will come back. At some point Sancho will start games. So what will happen with Pogba? Will Sancho take Greenwood's place on the right and Greenwood get dropped? Will Martial get dropped? Or will Pogba go back into midfield alongside a Matic or a McTominay or a Fred, and then we play Sancho off the left, Greenwood on the right, Martial up top and Bruno at 10, while Rashford's out injured? Because we know as soon as Rashford gets back, it will be Rashford on the left, Sancho out on the right, Bruno at 10, and then either Cavani, Martial or Greenwood up top. So with Pogba, he could work and he could not work. It's difficult. Thank you, Nico, for the liking. And why play Fred when you can play Donny? Fred and Matic, that's two holding midfielders. The only thing I would say about that is just Fred. What Fred offers is well, actually no. I take that what I was about to say back. I agree. Pogba, Van der Beek should be playing. I would have started Van der Beek because he's press resistant. With Fred, what he offers tenacity and he'll get around the park, which Van der Beek doesn't, which I think does help when you've got Paul Pogba playing on the left hand side of left wing, because he comes inside as a central midfielder. But at the same time, I don't think Fred's very press resistant at all. And against Southampton, who will press you like that, they'll be all over you. I think you got to have someone who is press resistant. I don't think Fred is. I think McTominay is more press resistant than Fred. So I agree, Fazil. I would have started Fred, Van der Beek and Matic. FSS is one channel I started following last season. Thank you, mate. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for all the support, my guy. If he subs Lingard before Donny, then Donny is in big trouble. Then I think he will. I think Lingard might come on before Donny. And look, I think that it's mental, but I wouldn't be surprised because, well, let me preface this by saying this. If Lingard comes on for Bruno or for Fred, then I agree. If, for example, Lingard comes on for Greenwood, for example, well, I'll be a little bit concerned that it's not Sancho, but that's slightly different because obviously Van der Beek. Look, while I believe he probably can play as a winger or off the right. That's not his actual position. So I wouldn't be too mad if Lingard comes on off one of the flanks. But if he comes on at 10 or in midfield, that will be a disgrace. Was expecting Varane to start. I think we all was, mate. I'll write your prediction down. Sancho needs at least 30 minutes, not 15, as you can see. One Sancho in against these. We slowed down our attack. We needed Pogba and Bruno with Sancho, not take out Pogba for Sancho. And Lingard is on the bench. I agree. I know. Oh, look. I think it's bizarre not starting Sancho and Varane. But look, if it works, it works. I mean, look, obviously last week I criticised the lineup and we obviously won. We played fantastically. So I don't want to sit here criticising the lineup because realistically, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer proved last week that he knows what he's doing. So I'm being a bit. I don't want to slate the lineup. Look, if it doesn't work, then of course I will. But for now, I just want to be positive and be like, Ollie, you know what you're doing. I mean, realistically, in a way, I can't be too mad because, and look, Mason Greenwood made himself undroppable last week. Why is Sancho wearing... Has our third kid got yellow shorts? Our third kit has yellow shorts. That's shocking. That is shocking. I can't believe it. That's really... That's thrown me. But anyway, going back to what I was saying. Greenwood made himself undroppable. So, obviously, he was either going to play up top or off the right. Dan James had to come out. So, it was either Martial or Sancho comes back in. I think, personally, it makes more sense to bring in Martial than Sancho. Because, realistically, Sancho hasn't played for long for Manchester United, for one. And two, Martial has played very well against Southampton in the past. So I can see why Martial comes in ahead of Sancho. My only question would be, why is Pogba not playing in midfield to play Sancho as well? But Lingard is on the bench. As we know, Ollie wouldn't sub Bruno. He will tire his leg, which I'm okay until... Yeah, I mean, you make a very good point there, mate. I mean, Ollie doesn't like to take out Bruno, does he? But what I would say, thinking back to after lockdown, we did see... I remember when we played Brighton, Bournemouth, that when we were 3-1 up, he was happy to take Bruno off. So hopefully that will be the same... we'll get back to that, and we'll start seeing players like Bruno when we're 3 or 4 up, or when we're cruising. He'll take them off and preserve them legs, and then we'll see a better Bruno and better Manchester United long term. Making room for, mate. To be fair, if Lingard does leave for West Ham, which is very highly rumoured, I would say Lingard might be a good shout for the fantasy. He will probably bench Rice if we sign him. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, NG, I'll write your prediction down, mate. Fazil, if you're still in here, mate, do you want to get your prediction down? They've got... What a night. For those who do, obviously you guys won't know, me and DJ Salty or Charlie, we play a FM online save, and that's his manager's name. You'll be yours. Yeah, I do plan to do the Chelsea Arsenal game. So what that does mean and I'll quickly do that before I catch up on the rest of the chat, is there won't be a live match reaction today because the Chelsea game will come on. Well, the Chelsea game comes on pretty much straight after this game. So there won't be a match reaction for today's game. What we'll do, we'll end this stream, then we'll go over to the Chelsea watch along, and then I'll make a video with my match reaction and all that afterwards. If Ben White gets in the Arsenal squad today, it's all over. Lukaku's going to score like 19. We will be equal on Arsenal's record if we win. Lose. Please don't jinx this with Arsenal. I mean, look, Lukaku, to be fair, just quickly speaking on Lukaku doesn't have a great record against the top six from his time at Everton or Man United. I mean, I think he scored 2 goals against Arsenal in his career, one coming from the penalty spot. So, while he is a different animal now than the man he was when he left the Premier League for Inter Milan, he traditionally hasn't done too well against Premier League top 6. So, maybe be a bit optimistic. Well, you could do a match reaction after the Arsenal game. I mean, yeah. I mean, I won't do it for the Arsenal game. But like I said, I'll do it. Well, I might do it live. I'm not 100% about that. But I mean, I will upload a match reaction. It's just whether it's a video or whether it'll be a stream. But yeah, it won't happen straight after this game like they normally do. Don't you think there is a dependence on Fernandes to deliver every week? And no, I agree. At the same time, I feel in a way that over dependence, in a way, is because of Bruno himself. I think Bruno a lot of the time, well, last season particularly at times, Bruno believes he has to do something for us to win a game, which at times I think does harm us. I think, look, Bruno Fernandes is a world-class player, but how many times have we seen Bruno try that wonder ball 5 or 6 times when we're a goal down or something like that? And he, in a sense, that creates a dependence on him. Whereas I think against Leeds, and I think again after lockdown, or when Bruno first signed, while he was a key player, I don't think that there was as big of a dependence on him, because I think he was a little bit more of a team player in the sense that more often or not, he was looking for a pass rather than, well, a simple pass or a good run, rather than try and play that wonder ball or try and score a screamer himself. But at the same time, like I said, against Leeds, I thought he was fantastic. And I think, while I say last season he was like this, it wasn't every game he was like that. A lot of games he was like that, but there was probably an equal amount of games where he was great and he was playing like you expect him to. And I think when we have Paul Pogba playing, if we get Anthony Martial back to well, at least closer to the level that we know he's capable of, we get Rashford back from injury. We've got Sancho now. That dependence, that self-dependence, I believe Bruno feels he has, will become less and less. Also, Chelsea have a bad record with their strikers after Diego Costa. Yeah, I mean, who they had? They had Morata, who started well but then fell off. Then they had, obviously, Timo. I mean, Tammy Abraham, he wasn't terrible, was he? Giroud did all right. Not great. But look, I have no doubt Romelu Lukaku will be a beast. I believe he's in the top 10 top goal scorers in the Premier League history. He's absolutely unbelievable. Lukaku is super hype signing, just like our piano player. Mate, respect Alexis Sanchez. Respect Alexis Sanchez. I mean, I remain on the Sanchez signing. Higuain as well. Great shout that NG. I always said this, and I remain at this point. When we signed Alexis Sanchez, I always would have preferred and always wanted, what's his name? Mesut Ozil. I always wanted Ozil over Sanchez because I said at the time, as left wingers, we had Rashford, we had Martial, where I didn't see the need for Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez weren't going to play at 10 like we were losing in Mkhitaryan. So we ended up playing Jesse Lingard every week there. He did all right, but he wouldn't have been as good as Mesut Ozil, would he? Let's hope the jinx continues for Chelsea. We depend on Bruno because, like you said, he makes us think the same way, which is very good. Like Rooney in his prime. If we had a prime Wayne Rooney, bloody hell! I wish we had a Rooney. Who's Bernard Bernie Gallagher? R.I.P. Bernard Bernie Gallagher. By looks of it, he might be a Sky cameraman. I'm not sure. But R.I.P. my guy. Right. So, quickly to go over the Southampton lineup again for you lot. Because I am so lovely. That's the Man United lineup. So, here we go. So it's Alex McCarthy in goal. And just to confirm, our third kit does have yellow shorts. That's really disappointed me. I'm really disappointed in that. The shirt looks so nice. But the shorts are yellow. Why are the shorts yellow? Oh, it's like they're piss stained. We've got piss stained shorts. Brilliant. Well in Adidas, you numpties. Anyway, the starting lineup for Southampton is Alex McCarthy in goal. It's Livramento, Jack Stevens, Mohamed Salisu, and Parade. Theo Walcott, Oriol Romeu, James Ward-Prowse, Musa Gineppo, Jay Adams, and Adam Armstrong. We go over to this screen, you can see our starting 11, and that is David De Gea in goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Fred and Matic. I was going to say McTominay because I'm just so used to saying it. Fred and Matic, Paul Pogba off the left, Bruno at 10, Mason Greenwood on the right, and Anthony Martial up top. On the bench for Manchester United, it's Tom Heaton, it's Diego Dalot, it is new signing number 19, Raphael Varane, it's Scott McTominay, Van der Beek, Juan Mata, Jesse Lingard, Jay Lings, Dan James, and what's his name? Jadon Sancho. How did I forget Jadon Sancho's name? Come on. Right. Let me catch up on the live chat. Name one player who you believe will be able to step up and deliver and the team can absolutely rely on if Bruno is not able to deliver. Sadly, he is class. Oh, look, I mean, Pogba, Sancho, Donny van der Beek would come in for him. I very strongly believe Anthony Martial, Greenwood. I think we've got our attack. I genuinely believe it's quality. My only concern is the defensive midfield and the defence right now when we've got Lindelof starting. Because I question Lindelof and Maguire as a partnership. Put Varane in that centre-back. I believe in it a lot more. With Matic in defensive midfield, I believe in it. You take Matic out when he's not fit or not able to play. Again, I have question marks over it. There's bold Tony. Or yeah, I mean Batshuayi. Was he not there while they had Costa as well though? Greenwood shows glimpses, yeah. Look, he's definitely becoming like he's improving it every game week, every season, which is important for a player of his age. Yellow represents that we are aligned with the referee's shirt. That is beautiful, NG. What a link. Jadon Sancho is just gettable like that. It was only like £17 million in my opinion, cheap. Also, just thinking about it, I think Sancho might have been a little bit more than 70 million, but that's the same price Arsenal signed Pepe for. Mason Greenwood in the Premier League game since April, 9 games, 7 goals, the most out of any Manchester United player in that time. Right, come on, let's get kickoff underway. So Southampton do have kickoff. Right, sorry about that. So Southampton have kickoff. They take the knee. Rather have Pepe in for the diversity. I'm PC like that. Right. And James Ward-Prowse gets us kicked off. So what as always, obviously, because I'm watching it on Sky Go, my stream is slightly behind what you'd be seeing if you're watching it on a Sky Box or whatever. So the best way to watch these streams is by syncing up your game timer with mine. If I just... There we go. So that timer should be synced up now. It is. So if you sync up your game timer with my timer, which is right there, you will see what I'm seeing when I see it. If you don't want to sync your game timer up with mine, that's fine. However, if you don't want to, can you not put stuff about goals or whatever in the chat before we react? So James Ward-Prowse shoots there. And De Gea pushes it wide. Was it going wide or was it actually on target? I think it was just creeping in. So De Gea does well, pushes it round. Maybe should he catch it? I don't know. Better to be safe than sorry. But here is a corner for Southampton early on. Not great, but look, we know Southampton are dangerous from corners. James Ward-Prowse, the captain for Southampton, puts the cross in. It's a good ball in. Sorry, I take that back. It's an awful ball in. Side net him. I'm expecting Wan-Bissaka to get some assists just for the fantasy points today. I mean, Wan-Bissaka was the first goal scorer in our last game against Southampton. Right. Harry Maguire just walking it out from the back. This is not the tempo, Harry. Look, I mean, Matic is... I mean, obviously, Matic there just run into a back three. Like, that's the type of football intelligence you don't... Like, it goes under the radar. Because, obviously, that gives him another option. It allows Harry Maguire, who had the ball at the time, to run out. But fucking hell, what is going on here? Maguire got robbed of the ball from Luke Shaw after a poor pass from Luke Shaw. But he manages to put it behind for a corner. Not a good start, but this is what I was meaning about Southampton coming out pressing. The Southampton press is so strong. You have to be careful up against it. Right, so James Ward-Prowse with the corner for Southampton. Not a good start for Manchester United, as I keep saying. Ward-Prowse puts the ball in. Can we get it clear? Wan-Bissaka clears it out. Headed back forward. Fred takes it down. Lovely ball to Pogba. Pogba chips it over into Mason Greenwood. Greenwood out on this right-hand side up against the left back. I can't think of... Is it Parade? Matic. Pogba. Goes down. Surely that's a free kick. Not given. Here comes Theo Walcott for Southampton. Goes out wide to Livermato. To Jack Stevens, who clears it upfield. Maguire wins the header. Livermato misses the header. Bruno Fernandes battling for it. Pogba will pick it up though. Finds Martial. Nice ball into Fred. Good defending there by Jeremy. Not Jeremy. Musa Gineppo. Musa Gineppo? Something like that. It's been a lively start. Southampton probably the better of the two teams as of right now, but look, I expect us to grow into this game. Lindelof. Harry Maguire. Tips it forward. Poor from Pogba. And here comes Theo Walcott. Come on, Matic. Stay with him. Puts the ball in. De Gea easily claims. But really poor cross from Theo Walcott. Can we actually start playing football, please, Man United? It's not a good start at all. Maguire. Shaw. Matic. Pogba. Nice ball looking for Anthony Martial. Musa Salusu is out well. He finds McCarthy. McCarthy goes long. Shaw wins a free kick. Well played, Luke Shaw. Better there from Manchester United and Luke Shaw. So, let me get the Spurs Wolves game, so we can try and keep an eye on that game as well. There we go. Right. So Bruno Fernandes with a free kick here for Manchester United. Bruno puts the ball in the box. How? Sure, go on. Off the post. Martial! Cleared off the line! Cleared off the line by Martial. Ball came in. Was it, I think, Maguire? Won the header, got something on it, hit the top of the bar. He fell to Martial, who headed it. It was a good header. It was and then Salisu got back. Salisu got up quickly. It's clear off the line. How has Manchester United not taken the lead there? It's falling. It's a good header by Martial. You can't expect much more from him. Just good defending. So Tottenham already have a penalty as well. I mean, not been a good start, but nearly scored. So you gotta be fairly happy, don't you? Wan-Bissaka into Lindelof. Let me quickly open my windows and let a bit of air into this room. So I'm boiling. There we go. Rafa Varane looking on the bench thinking, I would have scored that. I would have scored that. Matic, good tackle. Right. Free kick to Southampton. There's Jadon Sancho sat on the bench. He doesn't look happy to be sat on the bench. He's thinking, "You're playing Fred over me. You're playing Fred. Ollie, what are you doing? Ollie the Wally playing Fred over Jadeny. Oh no, good defending by Maguire in the end. Pogba doesn't get hold of it. Fred will pick it up now though. Finds Bruno Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka's made a nice overlapping run. Matic. Bruno. Just give it, Bruno. Well in. Fred will pick it up. Goes into Wan-Bissaka. Good play there by Wan-Bissaka, who goes back into Lindelof. United just keeping the ball here now. Just letting the time tick by. Matic, nice ball out to Luke Shaw. Into Anthony Martial. Go on, Tony. Goes down. Free kick. Well played, Anthony Martial. Free kick, Manchester United. We're growing. We're slowly but surely growing into this game, which is important. Because it was not a very good start at all, was it? Right. Shaw puts the ball into the box. Pogba's there. Pogba! Good defending. Another corner. Ball comes in. Good defending by McCarthy. Oh. Right. So another free kick here for United. Bruno and Shaw standing over it. Come on. Get a good ball in, my son. So, just to confirm, Dele Alli did score the penalty for Tottenham. So it is 1-0 in the Spurs game. Bruno and Shaw step over this or stand over this free kick. Shaw puts the ball into the box. Pogba over the bar. Southampton can't handle these free kicks at the moment. Great ball in by Luke Shaw. Maybe a bit high for Pogba, but he won the header. Unlucky Paul. They cannot handle us. Ollie's happy. Ollie's smiling on the touchline. He's happy with what he's seen from his team so far. Moussa Djenepo. Armstrong. Greenwood wins the ball well. Go on, Mason. Gives it into Pogba. Martial's on his bike. Lovely ball looking for Anthony Martial. Martial will pick it up. Martial. Lovely ball to Bruno. Back to Martial. He looks to flick it back, does he? Was it well defended? Great play there from United, though. Matic picks it up just in between both centre halves. Lindelof. Fred. Crossfield ball looking for Shaw. Poor. And here comes Southampton. Livermato. Goes back. Romeo. Ward-Prowse. Nice play there by Southampton, just knocking it around. Elisu. Gerard. Gineppo. Pardon me. The Lasso. Just keeping the ball in. Southampton using the, if we have the ball, they can't score tactics. And you know what? I respect it. They're scared they're going to concede 9. Fred. Pogba. Poor pass from Fred. United just can't get hold of it. Poor from Fred. Wan-Bissaka takes it down. Nice ball into Mason Greenwood. Matic. Matic does well. Bruno gives it back to Maguire. Matic calling for it and gets it. Poor from Matic. And Fred makes a good interception and will pick the ball up for seconds. Gives it into Victor Lindelof. I mean, it's not been as good as the Leeds start, was it? We had an awful opening 5 minutes, but we are growing into this game, which is important. Fred gives it into Lindelof. But look, I feel like we are... This is very reminiscent of last season and not what we saw against Everton in our last pre-season friendly or Leeds, which is a bit of a worry, I have to say. Fred. Fuck me, Fred. What the fuck was that pass? He's unchallenged. And there's two players you can pass to him and he's passed it out for a throw. Fuck me, Fred. Gineppo. Che Adams. Fouled. Free kick. Southampton. Gineppo. Good overlapping run there by Parade. But here's Gineppo. Finds Parade now. Looks to put the cross in. Out. Well, no one really attacking it for Southampton. Luke Shaw gets the second ball after losing originally to Theo Walcott, and he wins a throw in there. Well played by Luke Shaw, who, as of right now, I'm not sure he's having a great game. Theo, not Theo, Luke. Pogba. Crossfield ball to David De Gea, who then goes long. Good play there by Fred. Loses out. Can Fred win the second? No, but Lindelof does clear. Romeo. Che Adams. Poor pass from Che Adams. That for a Manchester United throw-in. Sure. Matic. Looks to flick it long to Martial, but Ward-Prowse intercepts. Alex McCarthy goes low. I mean, I just don't see how Southampton we lose to Southampton. Matic looks for Greenwood for like long ball, which is what looks like what they're trying to really do. When the ball's at in their back line, I don't see how that comes of anything when we've got Harry Maguire winning the headers. I don't think Che Adams or Armstrong are particularly good in the air. Sure. Can he find Martial? Bit late. Martial does get into Pogba now. What's going on? Is it offside? I think it might have been offside. This was the Martial run. Martial had the ball, gave it to Bruno. Lovely flick from Bruno. And Martial just couldn't bring it down by the looks of it. Most open play chances created in his Premier League career. Second most last game. Adams. Fred. Lovely ball into Bruno Fernandes. Bruno goes out wide to Mason Greenwood. Anthony Martial is in the box waiting. Bruno puts the ball in. It was a poor ball, really. Wan-Bissaka. Fred. Bruno. Pogba. Looks for the back post where Martial was. Just couldn't get there. Right. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno. Poor from Bruno, really. That for a throw-in for Man United. There's a fly in my room. But is it a throw-in or is it a corner? Oh, it's a corner. Mason Greenwood's taking it. Greenwood actually took a few corners last week. I don't think they were great. So, interesting to see him taking one. I would have put Bruno on it, but Greenwood puts the ball in. Alex McCarthy comes out and punches well. It was actually wasn't too bad of a ball in, to be fair. Wan-Bissaka, lovely long ball out into Greenwood. Fouled surely by Moussa Djenepo, not given. Greenwood stays down holding his face. Djenepo. Che Adams. Jack Stevens. He's not happy. Greenwood stayed down holding his face. Referee plays. Jack Stevens isn't happy with the referee, who, like I said, has stopped the game momentarily. Is it Nigel Pearson? I think it's Nigel. Craig Pawson. Not Michael Pawson. Craig. Alright, Stevens. Dalisu. Long ball. Lindelof heads clear well. Fred. Wan-Bissaka. Comes inside. Just no options when he cuts inside there. Because Bruno's too high for me. But here is Mason Greenwood. Greenwood. Give it to Bruno. Now get the ball into the box, Bruno. Cuts it on the edge to Fred. Finds Luke Shaw. Fred. Poor from Fred. What the fuck is Fred playing at? I don't know. I mean, when he cuts in, I think 99% of players, we're going, oh, have a dig, son. If that's Greenwood, we're saying, have a dig, son. We see it's Fred, and we're like, maybe don't. I can't sort out the color, the color of my. Yeah, it seems very pasty. I'll sort that out for the Arsenal stream. Ugh. Get the fan. Right, there we go. I'm literally sweating. Right, Ward-Prowse puts the ball into the box. Bruno Fernandes heads clear. Fred to Mason Greenwood. Poor pass. And here comes Southampton. United win the ball. Out to Greenwood, who will look to run with it. Greenwood does well, but Jack Stephens does eventually win the ball. And forward it goes. Out for a Manchester United throw. Lindelof. Matic. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka loses out to Djenepo. Here is Adam Armstrong. Goes into Moussa Djenepo. 1v1 with Fred. Armstrong goes for goal over the bar. Bloody hell. Passing just not been good enough so far today for me from Manchester United. Moussa Djenepo there. 1v1 with Fred. Fred did well, to be fair. Stood him up. Said, you're not, I'm not beating myself. You beat me. And he went back to Armstrong. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno. Wan-Bissaka. Mohamed Salisu does really well there. And he looks to bring it out from the back. I mean, Southampton really, what they do, they're very narrow when defending, but going forward, they're very wide. And trying to use the wing play, Moussa Djenepo, all the time. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how this game continues. I mean, Pogba and Greenwood, we know, are two players that don't really look to do the defensive job as much as the attacking job. Hello, C Nation. How are we, mate? Salisu. Fred will pick it up. Good tackle by Jack Stephens. Armstrong. Southampton keeping on the ball here. Stephens. Ward-Prowse. Martial gives challenge on Ward-Prowse, but he gets it away. Here is Livermato for Southampton. Ball comes in. Theo Walcott, probably the worst first touch you're ever going to see. Worse than any Romelu Lukaku's. But Matic loses the ball here, and Fred just looks to knock it out to Bruno, and he does. Surely that's a foul on Bruno, not given. Nice play here by Southampton. Che Adams goes for goal. 1-0 Southampton. That can't be given. That is a foul on Bruno for me. And Che Adams takes a shot from the edge of the box. It's 1-0. Let's see this. It's a huge deflection. It takes a huge deflection. Huge deflection. And it gives De Gea no chance. De Gea just can't get across. Brilliant. Bruno's been booked. So, for my fantasy team, clean sheet, gone. Bruno, who's my captain, booked. It's a foul. It's a foul on Bruno. Fuck me. I mean, look, it's been coming. We've been rubbish. Bruno loses the ball, but Pogba picks it back up. Pogba does really well. Looks for the ball in. It's a rubbish ball in. Wan-Bissaka will pick it up. Finds Mason Greenwood. Fred. Bruno. Nice ball out to Wan-Bissaka. Fred. Bruno. Lovely ball. Looking for Wan-Bissaka. Just overplayed. It's a foul on Bruno. Maguire commits himself so early. It's poor from Maguire. He commits himself and there's a huge deflection. This is what, when Linda starts, strikes everyone down. Fucking sick of this midfield, non-consistent. How shaky do we play, man? Unbelievable. It's been awful. I agree, it's been awful. Fred's been dreadful. Got to play Van der Beek. Van der Beek will put Pogba in midfield and get Sancho on up top, on the left. Because Pogba's not offered anything on the left. And this is what when I said in my video, our strongest starting 11, I'm not sure if playing Pogba on the left would work with Matic. And this is what I mean. Because it hasn't worked at all. Pogba has been dreadful today. Really. I mean, he's hardly done anything, has he? We've had absolutely nothing going forward. Southampton all over us, really. We need, yeah, still. Ollie will probably take Matic off and put McTominay in. Look, I think that would probably work in a sense that we'd see more of Pogba. Greenwood looks for the ball to Pogba. McCarthy wins it. Unlucky, Paul. But get Jaden on. Long ball. Harry Maguire wins it. We just can't get out the press. We just cannot get out the press. Matic is too slow for this game. Whole midfield does not work. No, it's not working at all. I agree. I find it weird it was Matic and Fred today. I really do find it bizarre that it was Fred and Matic. Fred losing the ball. He wins a free kick. Martial and striker means we play with 10. I mean, look, I don't agree with that. I mean, we've already got the ball forward, really. Pogba loses the ball. Poor from Pogba. Just not holding the ball up enough. And he wins it. Apparently, there's a foul somewhere in there. From Pogba. Was it from Pogba or against Pogba? Why can't we just start the season well? We played brilliant. We played amazingly against Leeds. And this has been awful. It was always happening. We've looked dangerous from set pieces. Apart from that, nothing. Stick Pogba on the left wing. It doesn't work every game. Put Sancho in for Fred. Switch Pogba into DN. Get next to Matic and get Varane in for Lindelof. But I don't see Lindelof and the swap. Varane for Lindelof doesn't change anything. Lindelof hasn't had a bad game. Fred's been a big issue. Fred, yeah, I mean, I agree. Get Fred off. Get Sancho on the left. Or put Martial on the left. I don't care who goes out on the left. Whether it's Sancho or Martial. But get Pogba off the left. Or you got to get Matic off for McTominay and then keep Pogba out on the left. But I would get Sancho on. Yeah. I think we're all pretty adamant that we want Pogba in the pivot. Fred gives away a corner. Oh, please, Lord, please. Ward-Prowse puts the ball in. Pogba does well. Martial. Battling does well there, Martial. Adams. Luke Shaw will pick it up. Go on, Luke. Gives it into Mason Greenwood. Shaw. Pogba. Bruno. Lovely ball looking for Greenwood. That corner. Goal kick. A great ball by Bruno looking for Greenwood. Greenwood goes for goal, which is my only question marks about that move. The weird decision to try and shoot. Wan-Bissaka all the space in the right every time because Southampton know he's shot and put. I don't agree. Again, I don't agree with that. I mean, like I said, Southampton when off the ball they're very narrow, but when they got the ball they're very wide. So it's wide on both sides. Matic wins the ball. Lindelof wins it. Matic. Pogba. Lovely play from Pogba into Bruno. Can't get past Jack Stevens first time, but we'll pick the ball up on the left-hand side. It goes back into Shaw. See, I mean, Bruno's just done it there. He's gone backwards when there's space to run into. We're just not using the flanks enough in general. And that, I think a part of the issue with that is Paul Pogba playing off the left. What happens is, and this is why we keep seeing like Martial on the left, on the back post quite a lot, is when Pogba's playing on the left, he comes inside, and it also, and if I go to this screen, it becomes sort of this. So Martial then drifts out wide, become that left hand side, and that's when Bruno goes up top. That's obviously how Bruno scored his hat-trick. We saw Greenwood doing it at times as well. So we end up not having Martial where we really want him, because he's having to do the job out here for Pogba. And if we go back to when Pogba played the ball into Martial, that's where we saw Martial on that left hand side. Walcott intercepts the pass. Fucking hell. Matic and Fred get off so poor. So what we really need to start seeing more is kind of Pogba either playing actually as a left winger, and we stop giving him all this freedom to just play like we all keep saying, or we take, well, let's say Fred off, put Pogba in the midfield, and then we put Sancho on like that, and then with that maybe you go, maybe you do that. That works. But I mean, we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Have to hope. Get Fred back in there then. Right. Greenwood has won a free kick just on the edge of the box. Come on, Bruno. Fuck off, Fred. If Fred takes this free kick, I'm going to leave. Fred, if Fred better not take this. Come on, Bruno. Fred, leave the ball, Fred. Fred, please no. Bruno, don't let Fred take it. Please don't let Fred take it. Come on, Bruno. Come on, Bruno. Fred and Bruno standing over it. I don't get the point of Fred standing over it. There's no chance he's taking this. Bruno's put the ball down. He's our normal free kick taker. If Fred takes this, I'm leaving. I'm saying that now. There's no way Fred can take this. Fuck off, Fred. Bruno takes right into the wall. Maybe Fred should have taken it. Bruno can raise the roof here with a goal. Right, corner to United. Luke Shaw taking it. Luke Shaw's gone for the low socks. Shaw puts the ball into the box. Matic! Won the header. McCarthy got down well though. It was a good header. McCarthy holds it. If he doesn't, Pogba's there. Martial did well to hold off Salisu to give Matic a free head on goal. Matic. Bruno. Back to Matic. Back to Bruno. Flicks it forward. Salisu clears. Maguire takes it down. We always struggle against Southampton. I thought we got... I didn't mention that this in my preview. I didn't think to mention that we always struggle against Southampton. Because I thought we were finally over it. Beat them twice last year. But no, we're back to this. And I tell you what. You look at this team. What do you notice about the lineup? What do you notice about it? This team, we had every single one of these players in that starting 11 in 2021, in 2020. Since deadline day in 2020, this has been our squad. Why are we keep going back to it? What is the point of last summer when we signed Van der Beek, Tellez, Ahmad, and then we're not playing them? And this summer, Varane and Sancho, again, we're not using them. What is the point of it? It's like we haven't made signings. We haven't had transfer windows. I mean, you look at the bench. Varane, Van der Beek, Sancho. How are they not starting this game over Fred and Lindelof? Lindelof goes back to De Gea. Maguire. Come on. Maguire goes long. Fuck me. Fuck me. Awful ball from Maguire. Start seeing it for once, Jesus Christ. Hold on. The point is this manager is clue. I don't think you can say that. What do you? I mean, Leeds. He's the one who started playing Paul Pogba with the left, and he's been fantastic there so often. Last season, if it weren't for Paul Pogba playing on the left, we weren't going to get to a Europa League final. Because, I mean, what? Dan James isn't creative. Rashford's not creative. Greenwood's not creative, and Bruno can be, but you can't just have one creator. Or we go back to the problem before we signed Bruno, when it was just Pogba. I mean, what I would say is, look, at times Ollie isn't perfect, but I think you are being harsh, and he hasn't got it right so far today. I wouldn't be surprised if McTominay came on. McTominay's got an injury. That's my... Look. What I would say, I think if McTominay was fully fit, we would have seen McTominay play and we would have seen a better Man United. But not good enough still. Not good enough. Better, but not good enough. Like I said, get Pogba alongside Fred, like this, like we saw after lockdown, and then whether it's Lingard, whether it's Sancho, Van der Beek, even if it's bloody Dan James, just get Fred off and let's get someone who can run at someone and kind of pin back their fullbacks, because every time they're just getting allowed to get forward. But it's I mean, it's that, I mean, Luke Shaw, he's not having a good game at all. He's not getting forward, Luke Shaw. So often we see this from Luke Shaw. Like, if we get the ball, so Harry Maguire will give it to Shaw. He'll look up. He might bring it forward a little bit, and then we'll either go into Matic or McTominay or whoever, or go into, in this occasion, it's Pogba, and then do this run right past him, and then let's say if it's Pogba, so Pogba will then bring it inside a little bit, Shaw's made this run. So then Pogba can either play this ball to Greenwood, to Bruno, to Martial, into one of the DMs, or play the ball to Luke Shaw. And when he gets to Luke Shaw, you have Bruno running in. You have Martial in the box. You have Greenwood coming in at the back post. The ball comes in. So you've got men in the box. Today, none of it. We've seen kind of this. It's kind of like that. There's no one getting forward. Pogba's coming inside. And then, so it's kind of like this. And then we see Martial having to come out here. Because Pogba's coming in here. That's kind of what we're seeing. And that is why we're seeing Martial all the time on the back post when it comes to Wan-Bissaka out on the right. Or Greenwood. I remember there was a cross where Bruno, I think he crossed it in from around here, and Martial was on the back post. It's because he's had to come out wide because Pogba's come inside. So Martial's having to do the job there because Bruno, either way, is playing so high up anyway. Pogba's either A, got to be moved into the pivot, B, start playing out wide, or C, come off. But we've offered absolutely nothing so far. More to come. Let's hope. Fred shit at passing, can't defend, own goal. What else do we need him for? Get him off. Ball don't lie. I think I'll be doing enough. Look, I mean, yeah, how many times did we come back from losing positions last season? I'm telling you, it's the Arsenal jinx. It's actually a Fred own goal. Is it actually a Fred own goal? It's actually an own goal by Fred. It's so. If Jay Adams puts that into the back of net himself, it's a world class finish. It's curling. It's curling kind of. Is it curling away from De Gea? Yeah, it's curling away from De Gea right into the bottom corner. Pretty much side netting, really. No chance for De Gea. Yeah. Like I said it during the game. I think it's a foul on Bruno. It's not been given though, has it? He comes into the side of him. It's a foul. Bruno's got his back to goal, and he goes through Bruno to get the ball. It's a foul. And the annoying thing is, it's given against us before this season, and it'll be given against us again this season. Here's the chance from the Martial chance. A good ball in. We've been dangerous from set pieces, but I mean since kind of the Martial one, really, we haven't really done anything. We haven't attacked enough to actually get these set pieces. I mean, 2 shots on target from 8. And these are the half-time stats. We just, oh, I'm just sad at this point by it all. I'm just saddened by it all. Get Sancho. I don't think Lingard would work. Look, I don't think Lingard has a future at Manchester United. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Jesse Lingard is a player that needs space to run into. Against Southampton, when they're defending a lead, space is not what they're going to get. You want someone who's great on the ball and will beat a man, and that is Jadon Sancho. I'm just lost for words. Like, I'm just. I'm. I'm lost for words. It's Southampton, man. Southampton. Justice will prevail. Come on, United. I mean, I don't know about you, but justice is prevailing right now. Southampton deserve to be winning. Right. I'm gonna go quickly refill my water bottle. Have a little think about what I've just seen, and then we'll come back. I'll come back and let's hope we go again in the second half. Right, I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. So, They scored first against Everton 2 last week. No biggie, mate, but useless. Yeah. I mean, that's our only hope, is that obviously Southampton can combust. No worries, United Live, mate. Don't worry about it. You're going 3-1 United. Wow. We're going to need something like that. Up Ollie Super Tricky Reds. If Ollie doesn't make any subs, he didn't learn from the past. You can't wait until the 7 minutes to make a sub. I agree. But look, at the same time, in a way, you can you could say, look, it worked last year, couldn't you? You could say it worked last year, not making subs straight away and believing in the players. Right. Lindelof for Varane. Look, I would love to see Varane come on. I would. But I would not be bringing Varane on, to be honest. At least right now. Because Lindelof hasn't been... Look, he hasn't done brilliantly, but he hasn't been terrible. So I don't think we need... They've gone for it at the back. They've gone for it at the back. Bednarak's on for Theo Walcott. They've gone for it at the back. Unless they've put Stevens at right back. Right. So. Here we go. Second half. No changes for United. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't think bringing Varane would change anything. Because, look, while Lindelof isn't great, he hasn't particularly been awful, has he? And I wouldn't want to be wasting a sub on a centre-back. And this was the problem with not starting Varane. Why was he not started? Because you don't sub a centre-back on. Do you? You don't. Especially while when you're losing. Unless they're playing awfully, which I don't think he is. Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka looks to put the cross in. Good defending by Southampton. It's a corner. Early on, we finally got a corner. We can score from corners. But yeah, I mean, what I will say is, what were we last season? We were second half FC. We won the most points from losing position. So in that sense, we've still got a chance. We've still got a chance. The Pogba's hobbling a little bit after a challenge prior to winning the free kick. I think he will be alright. I imagine it's just like an impact injury, really, more than anything. Awful ball in by Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka goes back to the goalkeeper. It's an awful ball. Why is Greenwood taking corners? We've got Bruno Fernandes. Bruno's in the box. I'm sorry. It's like we've got an obsession with Bruno has to score. Sorry, just get him. He's our best corner taker. Let him get fucking corners whipped in. Bruno. Wan-Bissaka. Pogba. Good defending. We want a handball. There's appeals for a handball. Bruno, lovely ball into Wan-Bissaka, who knocked it back for Pogba. And the volley from Pogba, did it hit a hand? I don't think it does. I think it hits the chest. When you put in slow-mo, Sky, I think it hits the chest there. Greenwood puts the ball into the box. There's a better ball in this time. Go on. Oh, it's dropped. It's dropped and no one's attacking it. I mean, we just haven't got the ball out to him. I think, like I said, I'm not sure if Matic and Fred works with Pogba playing off the left, which was my worry. What the fuck is that from Matic? So this is the cross. It's just nobody's there. It drops between like three Man United players and just no one can get near it. I just can't deal with this. Ball down the line. Maguire does well. Maguire heads long. Can we actually get the ball down, please? What? What's going on here? Here's Adam Armstrong. Puts it in. De Gea grabs hold of it well. Matic. Wicker Matic. Fred. Lindelof. So United, I didn't see your message, mate. Pogba. Martial. Shaw. Pogba. Lindelof. Long ball. Fred wins it. Bruno. Wan-Bissaka. Moussa Nepo picks it up before it gets to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka sees it out for a throw into Southampton. Good defending by Wan-Bissaka, really. Stop clapping. Oh, can you stop clapping them? Lindelof wins it. Matic. Bruno. Greenwood kept it in, but loses the ball. We can't even settle for a... No, we shouldn't be settling for a draw. If we want to be winning Premier League titles, you have to win these games. Lovely ball to Fred. Fred just can't take it down, but he battles well. He keeps hold of the ball. Ref! Book him, ref. Well in. Well done, Craig. Ollie out, Tony Pulis in, bruv. Jay Adams. Well, here over the bar by Livermato. Nepo's down injured. Oh. We're actually losing to Southampton. Oh, this isn't how it's meant to go, is it? It's not how it's meant to be. It's not how it's meant to go. Fred, what are you having a go at? Get yourself off. I'm enjoying this packing in after the Brentford game. Mate, we'll win this game still. We've got the Arsenal Chelsea game on next. Maguire. Sure. Get Sancho on, Ollie. Get him warming up. If we lose, we're doing an Ollie out and Glazers out stream. No, we're not. Good defending by Maguire. Long ball looking for Martial. Long balls. What is this? Maguire, give it back to De Gea. Well in. Wan-Bissaka. Matic. Bruno. Wan-Bissaka. Wants the overlap from Bruno and gets it. Here is Bruno. Puts it across. Just behind Martial. And just in front of Pogba. But here is Paul Pogba. Better. Bruno. Pogba. Greenwood. Come on! Greenwood scores! 1-0. Greenwood scores. And Pogba found Greenwood. It's not a great hit from Greenwood, really. Bruno found it. Found Pogba. Found Greenwood. It's awful goalkeeping. It's not a good hit, really, from Greenwood. It's through the legs of McCarthy. It's poor goalkeeping. But it's 1-0, and that's the main thing. Varane for Fred. Why would you be... What? Varane for Fred? Stevens. Ward-Prowse. And that's better from United. 1-0. We'll win this game now. We'll win this game now. Long ball over to Martial. Is he onside? He looks it. Martial wins a corner. Sancho's coming on. Come on, Jaden. Jadeny. So that could be for Martial. Martial, Fred or Pogba, I imagine. I imagine for Martial. Be honest. Shaw puts the ball into the box. Well cleared. Greenwood. Bruno and Sad currently blanking. Bruno's been booked. So, that's even worse. Shaw. Lovely ball into Martial, who made a good run. Ball from Martial, though. Is he offside? I'd love to see Pogba move into midfield. It looks like it will be Martial. Not quite yet, though. Goal kick. But looked at it, Bruno Martial was offside. Nepo. Bruno, goal and assist for fantasy, please. Yes. I quite need some Bruno points. Wan-Bissaka, a couple of assists as well. Liv Matto puts the ball in. Out for a goal kick. Martial off. Sancho on. So, what we'll see is Greenwood will go up top. And Sancho will go out on the right. Right. There we go. And then on the sub bench, we'll quickly... Martial. There we go. Pogba. Pogba. Pogba! Just wide. Bring on Varane because he's in my fantasy team. Unlucky from Paul Pogba. Just wide. Unlucky, Paul. And this is more like it. Getting it forward. Much more. I tell you what, I feel bad for Martial. As soon as we actually start trying to play in this second half is when we're going to bring him off. He's not had anything up until now. Sancho. Here, it's time to see Jadon Sancho off that right-hand side, boys. Get ready. Sure. Matic. Nemanja Matic. Poor from Greenwood there. Bruno gives chase. Long ball. Poor ball as well. He's absolutely shanked it there. McCarthy. He's out for a throw to United. We'll do all that later. We'll do that during the... I'll look at the fantasy and all that during the Arsenal game. I mean, like, that is such a lucky goal there for Greenwood. I tell you that. Look, it's a good finish, but I don't think he hits it too well. And it goes through the goalkeeper's legs. It's awful goalkeeping. I'm playing in a final when the Arsenal game is on. When do you have to leave for it, mate? You got Gabriel Jesus. There's your fantasy team. You're not doing awfully well. Quarter to 5, fair enough. United! That's... Come on. I know, yeah, I know Jesus got a lot of points, but I don't know why you had him. I just can't believe this. I just cannot believe we actually went into halftime 1-0 down. Like, Southampton aren't very good. There's Armstrong. Please don't fucking score now. Get the fucking ball clear. Thank God. Ward Prowse. Free kick to United. Thank God. Whew. I was thinking I was going to get like Mark Goldbridge against Burnley vibes when he's saying he would love Burnley to get relegated and they concede straight away. I thought I was going to get that. Matic does really well there. Paul Pogba. Oh, Sancho! Oh, just slightly overhit. Go on, Jaden. Pulls it back to Fred. Puts the ball in. Greenwood over the bar. Unlucky, Mason. Where was this in the first half? But the way we've played in this second half compared to the first is chalk and cheese. And I think it might have something to do with Southampton going further at the back, going a little bit more conservative. It's just allowed United to get a foothold in this game. Matic. Maguire. Pogba. Wan-Bissaka. Jadon Sancho. Go on, Jaden. Wan-Bissaka, nice overlap, and here he is. Puts the cross in. Bruno! Good save by the goalkeeper. Bruno Fernandes with a header. Brilliant play there by Manchester United. Wan-Bissaka, lovely ball into Bruno Fernandes, and his header just about saved. Great save. And we just couldn't get hold of the ball. I tell you what, I swear McCarthy just always turns up against us. He always turns up against us. The goalkeeper stopped turning up against us. I remember Tom Heaton always used to do it for Burnley. Maguire's absolutely bodied Armstrong there. He's holding him by his head. He's holding him by his head. Armstrong's on the ground and Maguire's just holding him by his head. Bruno. Greenwood. Salisu, good tackle. Poor pass there by Gineppo. Matic will pick it up. Find Paul Pogba. Into Sancho. Back to Pogba. Good defending. Here comes Romeu. Strong challenge by Bruno Fernandes and wins the ball. Here's Pogba. Over the top looking for Jadon Sancho. Here is Jadon Sancho. Greenwood. Bruno. Puts the ball into the box looking for Pogba. Salisu heads clear. Marto clears. Shaw will just pick this up, surely. You like the pun there? Surely. Sancho picking it up on the left-hand side here. Matic. Looks like Pogba and Sancho have switched for the time being. Sure. Bruno. Sancho. Sure. Bruno. Pogba. Fred. Get the ball to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka as well. Puts the cross in. Bruno wins the header. Where's Greenwood? There he is. And look, I mean, situations like where Greenwood was there is what Martial's done all game. The difference is Martial gets criticised for it where Greenwood doesn't. And that, look, that's not me criticising Greenwood. Just making the statement. Wan-Bissaka, nice ball into Bruno. Bruno wins a free kick. Well played. Can we get Donny on now, please? Come on, let's get Donny on for Fred and let's go for this game. Let's go win it 3 or 4. Right, so it is a free kick to United. Bruno's going to take it. I just find it so bizarre. Why does Greenwood take corners, but then this free kick, Bruno's taking it? Bruno puts the ball into the box. Romeo heads clear. Greenwood! Wide. Edge of the box, Greenwood just slices it wide. So, changes. So, it's Ibrahim Diallo coming on for... Musa Gineppo coming off. It is. Southampton going for the point. That's a weird sub for me. Ibrahim Diallo coming on for Musa Gineppo. Diallo being a defensive midfielder. Joke of a club. Alright, Avram. It's your club. Lindelof wins the header. Bruno goes down. Pogba does really well there, Paul Pogba. Good tackle. Pogba. Greenwood. Pogba. Greenwood. Matic. This is a bit... Look, it's been a lot better second half from Manchester United. But the point is, why do we have to be waiting for a second half? Why can't we just go out and win the game from the off? And that's the biggest issue that we have. You mean... You beat Leeds and thought you could change them out. Good morning. How does the coffee smell? I mean, we'll beat Southampton. Second half, 73% possession, 6 shots, 2 on target. I mean, look, I've always said, to win the Premier League title, we need a defensive midfielder. You don't win a Premier League title with Fred and McTominay. But look, I mean, we are the team we've got are more than capable of winning every game. The issue is we don't, obviously. And too often we have games like this, or at least a first half like that first half, where we give ourselves a mountain to climb. I mean, we climbed that mountain so often last year. I'd rather not have to climb it again. You'll win nothing playing like this, lad. Keep dreaming. Well, depends what you mean by playing like this. Playing like we have in this second half, we could quite easily win something. I mean, obviously, improvement well, you'd hope for an improvement. But I mean, playing like we have in the second half, we could easily win at least a cup. I mean, playing like we did in the first half, top 4 will be an achievement. Fred, good defending after losing the ball. Salisu. Ball from Salisu. McTominay's coming on. McTominay's coming on. But look, that will be for Matic, and that will be, like I keep saying, so that will mean it will be this. This is how it will look a lot. Good save, De Gea. De Gea keeps us in this game. De Gea saves us. Sure, found Maguire. Lost the ball by Ward-Prowse. Che Adams found Armstrong. It's a great save by David De Gea. A huge save from David De Gea. Huge save, David De Gea. That's what we like to see, David. That's what we like to see. Can we get the ball clear now? Can we get the ball clear, please? Another corner. Right, corner for Southampton. Is McTominay on yet? Because he'd be someone who would actually like to try and win this header. McTominay puts the ball into the box. Fuck off. Get the ball clear. Thank God. Ward-Prowse put the cross in. It just comes right across our goal line. George getting 2 bonus points as it stands, is he? I don't think Wan-Bissaka's been better than Shaw. Che Adams won the header, and Armstrong looks to put it back across goal. Pogba losing out on the edge to Che Adams. Not good enough from Pogba. Fred's off. Fred's off for McTominay. I'll take that, to be fair. I mean, not who I would have wanted. So, McTominay will go there. And Fred will go there. Matic will be here. So that's kind of how I expect this now to be, a little bit more. But, I don't know. I mean, we've seen already McTominay getting a lot higher than Fred did. And Maguire just absolutely taking someone out. I tell you what, this is a dangerous situation for James Ward-Prowse free kick. Please no, James. James Ward-Prowse, please no. Come on, David. Come on, David. Ward-Prowse free kick. Bednarak saying to the ref, "Yep, they're not in the line." Matic pulls them away. Bednarak still having a go. Fuck off, Ward-Prowse. Fuck off, Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse! De Gea punches it clear. Finds Pogba. And wins a free kick there against Elise. I mean, De Gea punched it away. I'm not sure about why he punched it away. But I mean, I don't know if he saw Pogba there or was it moving? Not sure. So Kyle Walker-Peters is now coming on for Southampton. And they're number 15. So the left back is coming off for Walker-Peters. Romain Perard. Perard. Probably that's probably not how you pronounce it at all. Do I care? Not really. Varane still on the bench. Lindelof, Maguire. I keep saying the wrong names. I can't play off the Maguire one. Hi Ralph. Why are you showing me Ralph Hasenhüttl when we're drawing 1-0 with Southampton? Sky. Sancho. Wan-Bissaka. Victor Lindelof. Look, say what you want about Ollie. If whether you're Ollie in or Ollie out, you've got to question the man that brings on Scott McTominay over Van der Beek in a game you need to win. Sure. We haven't really kicked on since we got our equaliser. What I would say, we haven't really kicked on. Fucking hell, Lindelof! Here's Romeo. Goes out to Ward-Prowse, who's playing off this right hand side now. Looks to put the cross in. Good defending. For a corner for Southampton. I'm alright, Eddie. How are you? Well, I'm alright as I can be while I'm watching my team lose, drawing 1-0 with Southampton. They have a corner here, which is always the danger when you have James Ward-Prowse taking it. And we have probably the worst zonal marking in the league. Are we going a bit more man? Are we going man to man? Ward-Prowse puts the ball in. Maguire head clear. Sancho. Or Romeo just pushes Sancho in the face. Luke Shaw. Lindelof. I'm good. We need to see Varane. I still don't know why we didn't see Varane start. Because look, you don't bring on a centre back in this game. At this point, if you make a sub, you bring on what's his name? Lingard for me. Lingard or Van der Beek. Good challenge by Matic. Stevens. Livermato. Still going. Poor from Shaw and Pogba. Shaw gets back well. Matic loses it out on the edge of the box. Jay Adams, Romeu, Ward-Prowse, Stevens, Livermato, Diallo, Stevens, Ward-Prowse. Nice play. Southampton, again, just keeping the ball. Well, leave Jadon Sancho out. I mean, like I said, after we've scored, and again we kind of stepped off of it when we took, like, we haven't put part of the pressure on really, and here comes Southampton. Southampton have been the better team. We just haven't got our star players on the ball. Pogba, Bruno's gone down injured. Get up, Bruno. Go on, Jadon. Bruno, get up, run. Sancho, lovely ball into Mason Greenwood. We missed Cavani. This is like Villarreal game. Villarreal game was like so many other games. Here comes Jesse Lingard. Lingard's coming on. Jesse Lingard's coming on. McTominay crosses into nobody. Who is he crossing to? I don't think we'll get Neves, no. But Jesse Lingard's coming on before Van der Beek. Everybody. So if you want to know Manchester United's most pointless signing ever, Donny Van der Beek. Like, there's no excuse for it. Last season, it was, oh, Van der Beek doesn't play because he's not adapted to English football. He's not big enough to play. Well, what's the excuse now? Immaculate at the end of last season and against Everton in the pre-season. And then we still don't bring him on. And with 5 minutes to go, we're bringing Jesse Lingard on. For 30, so it's for Matic. So Pogba will go in the pivot. And Jesse will go out on the right. Right, why is that not working? Excuse me. I've put him on the right, that's why. There we go, that's more like it. There we go. Neves was fit United perfectly. Look, I'm not sure Neves is the man, but that's your guys' opinion. That's your opinion, Eddie. But look, I take Neves over nobody. De Gea punches it clear. Oh. How is it? How is it Lingard? How is it Jesse Lingard coming on? This midfield has been passed through all game. And with 5 minutes to go, we think, oh, let's bring Jesse Lingard on. Armstrong puts the ball in. Sure. Go on, Luke. Free kick. That's the wrong screen. So Pogba comes in there. And Lingard. There we go. So that's what we're seeing now. Crikey. Maguire goes long. What on earth are you doing? Jesse. Go on then, Jesse. Show us what you've just come on, mate. Look, I bet Jesse better score. We'll do something. Luke Shaw. Looks for Jesse Lingard. Go on, Jesse. Shaw. Mason Greenwood. Sancho. Puts the ball in to the box. McCarthy grabs hold. Sancho was onside. Long ball. Wan-Bissaka. Romeo. Walker-Peters. Salesu. Go on, McTominay. Salesu. Goes back to McCarthy. Bednarak. Goes long. I remember in like the 72nd minute saying, oh, we'll win this game now. The game's drifted away. We're about to go into the 90th minute. I don't think we've had a chance since. I don't think we've had a chance since. Right. Right. So, I think we'll do the match reaction straight away. We'll have enough time. There we go. So I've put in the description down below. I've put the link to the match reaction, and it's going to be 5 minutes of out of time. McTominay. Oh, McTominay. Jesse. Jadon Sancho. Sancho 1v1 with his man. McTominay. Don't shoot McTominay. He's fucking shot. Bruno. Pogba. Back to Bruno. Surely that's a foul on Bruno. Pogba's absolutely clattered Che Adams there. How is that not a foul on Bruno Fernandes? Pogba goes into the book. Awful challenge. Four minutes to go. We're gonna drop points to Southampton. Second game of the season. We just can't start well. This is always the point. Southampton should have been an easy 3 points. Tino Livamato, man of the match. Whatever, Sky. Fuck off. And look, I mean, I criticised Ollie for not having Cavani back for the first game of the season. I mean, someone said it earlier. we missed Cavani. United Live said it. I think we agree. I agree. We miss it. I think we have missed Cavani. Luke Shaw. Into Jesse Lingard. He's done nothing since coming on. To be fair, he's only had 5 minutes. He was a waste of time bringing on. Pogba. Awful ball. Awful ball from Pogba. And we'll draw. Nice one, Ollie. Hello again, C Nation. What must Saf be thinking there? Watching the game, he doesn't look happy. And why would you? After what we've just seen. McCarthy goes long. And look, look. I mean, I said it earlier. Since the goal, we've stepped down. We've gone back down a level. We haven't lived off that pressure. Who came off soon after we scored? Martial did. And I'm not saying Martial is the reason we've now dropped a level. What I'm saying is, everyone's saying Martial's doing awfully. Oh, it's Martial's fault we're doing so badly. Martial's come off. We've looked worse. We've done nothing. The midfield, awful today. I'm fed up with it. McTominay brought on in front of Donny van der Beek. Van der Beek's like 5th choice at this point. It's embarrassing. Maguire goes long. Pogba's gone down. He's holding the back of his head. He'll be alright. And one last attack maybe here for Manchester United. Sure. Does well. Loses the ball and that'll be it. That'll be it from the Manchester United's perspective. Just whether can Southampton get one last attack going maybe. Maguire heads it back to David De Gea. De Gea rolls it out to Lindelof. Can we get one more going maybe? McTominay. Pogba. Luke Shaw. Sancho. No, sorry, Lingard. Pogba. Shaw. Puts the ball into the box. Easily cleared. The referee checks his watch. Not blowing yet. And he's blown now. Southampton won. Manchester United won. Full time. Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely dog shit. Dog shit. And look, are we not going to say something about Shaw? He's been shit since against Leeds. I mean, look, he's played every single game. He's in the group with Bruno last season where he just hasn't had a rest. He played throughout the Euros, played every single game last year. He just hasn't been given a rest at all. I feel bad for him. He's a player I feel bad for. And look, that's the game over. Look, we'll quickly move over and do the match reaction. Obviously, I'm doing the Chelsea Arsenal game at 4:30. So we'll quickly go over to the match reaction. That will be live in about 5 minutes, and we can talk about the game over there. Anyway, so See you over in the match reaction. Link to that is in the description below, or if you just go over to my channel, you'll see it on there. I'll be over there in 5 minutes. So, see you all over there in a bit. Peace.